right, joining us today is Nicole Nixon from Home Equity Bank. And as you saw in my email, we are going to talk about Home Equity Bank, Canadian home income product, and why that is important to you as a real estate agent. There's 5 main categories where this could work for you as a real estate agent in helping your client. First of all, as we know, incredibly difficult to get into this market. So we are seeing, what was it, 4 out of 10 purchases?
4 of 10 is the recent article that I saw.
Are coming from parents, close relatives to help their kids buy homes. So this product is fantastic for that. Do you want to comment any more on that, Nicole?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that the 4 of 10, this is first-time buyers. Now, what we saw last year is 6 of 10, because we're not just simply talking about first-time buyers. We're talking about the move-up buyers, people who are already in the housing market and looking to have a different property that's going to grow with their family. They are also going to the bank of mom and dad and asking for help. And this is where an option is, where the parents, the grandparents can provide them with an early inheritance. Take the money now, buy the house that you're looking for. I can see how this is going to work with you today, and you can start growing your wealth that way.
Yes, and I should give a brief summary of the product because I'm assuming people know, but this is a product where you can get the equity out of your home and you do not have to make any mortgage payments. It's generally for people that have 50% or more equity in their home. And with houses having gone so much up in value, it's applicable to a lot of folks, and generally over 55. If you're over 55, this is a product.
Yeah, good point. And the average age of our client is in their 70s. But yes, it's available for those who are over 55.
That's very interesting. Okay. Nicole and I were talking about right sizing versus downsizing. So this is a really great point. I actually was speaking with a real estate agent who had someone interested in selling their condo. I think it was in the Hamilton area and buying in Oshawa area. But for some reason, it was going to cost more in Oshawa. So they just abandoned the whole plan because they didn't want a mortgage. But this would be a situation where you should get a quote, get an idea of what this could look like, because you can actually use this product as a purchase mortgage, and there will be no mortgage payment for the client. So that could change their thinking and imagine their quality of life if they're closer to their kids. My gosh, driving from Oshawa to Hamilton.
Oh my gosh, it's life-changing. I tell you, the situations that I deal with, it is absolutely life-changing. And again, when you made a great point, when a client is saying, our customer or a home purchaser is saying, I don't want a mortgage. When we're talking about this demographic, what they're saying is, I don't want to make a mortgage payment. It's the payment. It's the cash flow piece. Again, we're talking about individuals on fixed income. So again, we're talking about a lateral move. They're going from a condo in Hamilton to a condo in Oshawa. Purchase power is what they need. And this is what this mortgage will give. It will help them to increase their purchase power to get the house, the condo, the property that they're looking for without having to sacrifice their cash flow.
Exactly. Number 3, renovating to sell. I was blown away when Nicole did a presentation for us recently. I had no idea that they had an open product. So you can actually use this product if you have a lot of equity in your home to renovate if you're going to be selling the place and not get hit with a huge penalty. They do have a special product for that. Do you have any comments?
Yes, and it is quite brilliant. Imagine an individual in this demographic who's lived in their house for 50 years. I mean, you may want to do a little bit of work because people have problems with vision and seeing, right? It could make a big difference, doesn't add a lot to the cost. But when you look at, in my experience, the amount that property will increase in value because of those renovations. Again, maybe not in today's market. Maybe you don't need it because people are purchasing property sight unseen. But it goes to say, if your client does need some work prior to selling, this is a great avenue.
Stress-free.
Because there are no renewal fees. It is open. There is an open option, and they can get the money without, again, sacrificing cash flow.
Right. That cash flow can be a real issue. And I did have someone who had a bit of trouble selling their condo back in December. And as soon as they changed real estate agents and the real estate agent got it staged and painted and a couple other little things, sold very quickly and just in the nick of time too. So yes, this
So
can be
to
very
your point,
important.
these are just, yeah, so to your point, these are just tools in your toolkit. And that's what you're arming your realtors with. This is a tool that they can use. And how do they use it? By calling you, right, Kim?
And staging can be very expensive too. So you could use these funds to stage your home too, right? And it makes a
Mhm.
big difference on the price. So,
Yeah.
okay. Purchase investment or vacation property. So this one is great because again, a lot of times people like, for example, I was talking with Nicole about Florida. There's these park model homes in these resorts all over Florida, and they cost like $50,000. And if you were to own one of these, you can come down to Florida for 6 months. So this kind of thing, it can really increase the quality of someone's life. And if they're looking for a place to go in the winter, they're retired, something to think about. And even if they don't have a lot of liquid assets, they could still qualify for something like that with this product. What else are you seeing?
Yeah.
How else are you seeing
Well,
people use this?
I see that. People purchasing property overseas. I even see people purchasing property here in Canada. I had this client who was divorced. She had a $1.5 million property with equity in it. She only had a $350,000 mortgage, but her objective, she had 4 kids and they were all getting older. And her objective, it changes with time.
Yeah.
But at the time she said, I want to buy a property, cottage country, and I want to buy it centrally so all my family could come together at this property during the summers so that we can all hang out.
Mhm.
And, it's amazing. This was before the pandemic. So she bought
Good
this
timing.
property using a reverse mortgage. She took out the equity. We actually blanketed both properties together. Her payments were flexible. And again, you don't have to make payments, but she wanted to pay the interest. She wanted to maximize so that she could still continue to increasing her wealth because she was still working. It was ideal. And imagine this was pre-pandemic, how much that property is worth today and how much her current residence is. So she got everything, and it's almost like she got her cake and she was able to eat it too. She got
That's a
everything
great
she
story.
wanted without sacrificing her cash flow and managing her wants and needs of her family. And the bonus is that she continued creating wealth. So using this to purchase a second property, many people are doing that as well.
That's great. And I love how you're talking about blanketing the 2 properties. That's very interesting. I love how you're talking about the flexibility with being able to make your own interest payments if you want to, so there's a lot of uses. There's a lot more flexibility in this product than I ever realized. So let's talk about the gray divorce. So we're seeing people even as they age, wanting to break up. And you had a great story of a couple, the place was worth, what was it, 1.4 something?
Yeah, 1.4 million. A couple, 82 and 84 years old. It's never too late, right? To start being happy. And what they wanted to do is they couldn't live together anymore. So he wanted to stay in the family home. She wanted to purchase a condo near their daughter. And what this product ended up saving everything, because we took out half of the value so that he could give her half of the asset. It didn't affect his cash flow. So his cash flow, and again, when a divorce happens, you're talking about income that was, traditionally pooled together is now separated and lower. So now you have a gentleman that's on half of the income that he was earning before, wanted to stay in the family home, was able to get this mortgage, pay out his wife, and the realtor was able to, in a snap, find that condo, purchase that condo, and it was taken care of in a very short time frame. So this is when you have these situations, again, you mentioned, Kim, that, it's a lot more flexibility. There's a lot more to this product that people don't realize. And it's really about when you have a boomer client, when you have an individual over 55, and again, average age is about 70, in between the 65 and the 85 age range, if you have a client like that, you should be talking to Kim about how you can help this client bring their dreams to fruition, make their dreams come true as to how they want to live out their retirement. And I think, Kim, you said the best line. You said it's about quality of life. And that's what it's about.
Oh,
it's
yes.
not really about money.
I think that's what everyone's realizing during the pandemic.
Right? It's about quality. It's not about money. We can have more money in the bank. We can have a lower interest rate. We can have all of those things, but what is it actually going to do from a quality of life perspective? This is where this demographic, again, between 65 and 85 traditionally, this is what they're looking for. They're looking to do things to help their family. They're looking to do things to help themselves. And that's what they're looking to do, whether that's building their wealth or making their life easier or living in an area that is more suitable for them. This is a product that can be ignored, but needs to be recognized.
Awesome. So if you have any of these scenarios, give me a call. Let's talk it through. And then if we think that this is a product we should explore, then I will get in touch with Nicole, or we can even do a call all together and talk about how it could look. And honestly, I've worked with Nicole before. She's very, very good. She really knows this product inside out. And to get started, all we need is a birth date and a property address, and we can start giving you some numbers. So thank you so much for joining us today, Nicole.
Thank you very much for having me.
I love working with experts.
I appreciate that. Listen, look forward to connecting with you soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Bye.